Well, good morning. Good morning. I'm morning time. It's morning time for me. So good morning to everybody. Good evening wherever you may be at. I'm Tiana Kid, and welcome to today. Glad you guys are here with us on Sisters Talking NFT. Once again, my name is Tiana Kid, and
Yes, good morning. I'm Jessica Richardson. Excited to see you guys here another day. Ready to get into this NFT news.
yep. we haven't been buying like a whole bunch of stuff, but we a couple things here and there for this week. I know some of you guys we have been watching some of the things we've been posting within our group. So again, we're always excited about NFTs. I don't think they're for as of like right now. I'm like, okay, they're still hot, they are still moving, and they're still going in the right direction. I will say that. If y'all see some of the posts lately, I'd say they've been going in the right direction.
Definitely.
So, all right, let's get started. Let me go ahead and start sharing this screen real quick. Got that over there. Come on, computer screen. Here we go. Okay, we'll get started off. This morning, again, like I said, we posted it over in the Facebook group, but just a reminder, because I think we talked about this just, shoot, was it last month when we first
It would
started?
have been last month.
Yeah, like last month. And I think it's important, I think because sometimes we'll go in and we may talk about something really early on. And if you don't put it on your calendar, you like gonna miss the date.
Yes. It's going to be lots of projects like that because of how early we'll see it. And then if it don't drop for the next month or two and you didn't put it on your calendar or set some sort of notification or even subscribe to their page, then you will lose out on the drop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I said, I don't even know how well the Hot Wheel drop will be. I was able to get a couple packs, a couple of them. I think they limited you to two that you could buy, on this particular drop. And so I think that's happening a lot more on the NFT space, where some of the drops they're only allowing you to buy one or two of the items. And I get it. I get both sides of it. Sometimes I'm like, but dog, I did want more. Our rule again is always try to buy two and now we're like, if you can buy three, that's even better of the same item. But sometimes you just can't, and it's just because of the way the drops may be happening.
Well, yeah, and even to speak to that, it kind of benefits you if you're not a whale, because some people can come in there and buy most of the market up, and it can mess up the project with distribution. So sometimes it's good for a limit if you want some, like us. Somebody else might have swooped in and buying 10, 15, 20 at a time.
20 at a time. Yeah, but again, so if you guys were able to get some of these, you'll be able to go on. If remember, there's always a secondary market too. When you're looking at some of the NFTs. So this was a link that we sent out earlier. You can just simply click the buy now button if it's going to let me, and then it shows you. As of right now, this is each pack has sold out. So if you were in line, you might well get out of line now because it's officially over. They've sold out. They had 4,800 packs on this particular one, and then 12,000. So again, always remember that if you can always go to the secondary market. So any of these three sites here, you can definitely go to try to pick up some of those packs after the fact if you're not able to get one. They were $35, so these were 35, and those were 15. So I actually went to the Atomic. I'll go to the Atomic Hub up here. Okay, and so if I just go to the newest listings, let's see here. And all I did over here on the side is I just searched some of these on the Hot Wheels. So again, some of these they were selling for $15. The lowest one right now is $52. So again, I think it's important. Some people come in and some people flip, some people don't. Somebody says, I was able to grab.
Can you go to the low to high?
Yeah,
it might be a little. Mm-hmm.
Oh, before we go low to high, let me just show one thing real quick. Because I'll show you what she said about the low to high. Remember today's packs. This is what today's packs look like. Because sometimes what you'll find is that you may have missed a particular drop. If you don't know what that particular drop was or what that package may look like, you could literally go to the open market and buy an old pack that you thought you were buying, which is a new pack. So always kind of identify what your pictures look like on here, so that you can go back to the open market and buy the right pack. Because if you see right here, if I go here and I go low to high, if I go where'd it go, price lowest, you'll see here that they have a lot of stuff that just shows up. It's not really the packs that we were looking at talking about.
It's probably the individual car.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. One of the cars out of the pack versus the whole pack, like she's saying.
Yep. Oh no, good. That's a good point, Justin. Good point. Okay, so that's one way of going over here and buying some of those. Again, if you want to just come in here, because most of the time if you go to the listings, the newest listings, you'll be able to go in here, and this is where you're going to pretty much see the things that either have just recently dropped. They're normally up here in this area, but again, always come back and compare the two pictures of what the official drop looked like compared to what you're trying to buy over here now. So somebody can, good way. Again, you flipper people, this is where you come in and you flip. You get your money and you go. That's your hustle if that's what you like to do. Okay. One other thing, since I'm on Atomic Cup, for some of you guys who were able to go on and you bought some of the Splinter land, just come in here and make sure you keep checking your prices as far as Splinter land is concerned, because their prices are still looking fairly well right now. Your $20 is now worth $848. Actually, I'm sorry, that can be really wrong. Let's go see what the lowest. Okay, the lowest, the lowest is still $848. Your $20 piece of land that you should have bought is now worth $848 each. So depending on how many you own. Okay. All right, so that's that. That's that. So definitely come in here, and you can, if you like to sell some of those things, you can definitely do that.
Yep, toy companies Hasbro, Funko, and Mattel turned to wax as trusted partner. So a lot of times started off with wax, even coming into like the Atari cards, Street Fighters, and so many more. And a lot of people are choosing to now be basing out off of wax or partnering with wax. And so this is another major company coming into the exchange and going to be partnering with wax to drop some more car. I believe the cars are theirs, the Hot Wheels. And so whatever projects that they are on, whatever products they do brand to, they will be more so partnering with wax to release some of those. They generally also will partner with other exchanges, but right now they are starting with the wax. And so if you do want to pay attention, or if you're into any of the Hasbro brands like Power Rangers or so forth, the franchises, then you can go ahead and keep an eye out on this exchange for some of the drops that they'll be having. And you can join wax Discords, their Telegrams, everything also to stay up to date with certain stuff that's coming out.
There goes some products that talked about will unlock this Hot Wheels too. So just pay attention. They always the dots get connected some kind of way when we start looking at some of these toys and stuff and games. All right. Yep. There go the money people.
Amico Brands and builds plans for the K-pop NFT metaverse. They're just stepping to the space. When you see some of you may be familiar with the K-pop band or not, but they're going to be coming to the space, and the brand Amico Brand is going to be leading them. You see how much money, we've talked about this before, who they're behind with Axie, all kinds of other additional companies they've branded with, like Sandbox, Dapper Labs, and stuff. So paying attention, if this is something that you're into, something that your kids are into, or being part of that collection or from the beginning is going to be an opportunity for you. So you can come over if you like to read this article, search articles, see what is interest to you. And then if you choose to go ahead and invest into that project, there's going to be a lot of them, but you do want to try to go to those projects that are having a good following. So this article does go over a little bit more of how Amico Brands is going to be working with the K-pop in the industry to be go ahead and get that out there to the metaverse. A lot of people are going to be putting out spaces where people can perform. And so everybody is trying to make sure they have certain people that are already out there with a good following locked into their exchange or their platform. So it's really a great article if you're just seeing more things that are happening in the space, the brands, and who is still connecting and making moves into this space of the metaverse.
Yeah. We talked about this last night on our call and our on the training last night. So some big things are definitely still coming out. Do some research. So really good article. Okay, talking about Purrnelope, man. So some of you guys, again, if you guys still own the cats, remember now you can actually go claim your kittens. So just I think because sometimes you get you're like, okay, should I go ahead and not necessarily connect your wallet? There's nothing wrong with connecting your wallet, and you're going to have a window of time frame as far as if your gas fees are super high when you're trying to claim some of these new NFTs or airdrops that you're going to be getting. If you have a lot of time, wait for some of the gas fees to come down, because sometimes I think when we were trying to claim the what were those head things, the nifty heads. One time I thought, I was like, dog, is the gas fee really like $1,800? Yes. Do I really want to claim it? I was like, no, we'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait. We're gonna go see what the price is over there and see if we're gonna claim that right now. Wait it out.
So, and I did wait, and I actually got it to go down a lot less. So, but I did claim those. But the same thing, like when you're looking at the cats, as far as one, remember when you are claiming you have to give up something. Like if you claim in order to claim the kittens, you do have to give up your basket that you got as an airdrop. And like I said, I think on this particular thing, they talked about having like different tiers. And the way I interpreted it was like, as far as when if you had a CryptoPunk, then they airdropped you the over here we talks about the me bits. You end up getting an airdrop from me bits, and then there may be something else that may be coming on after that. Same thing as far as with the Bored Ape. If you had the Bored Ape, they ended up giving you a mutant ape. So this is how they're trying to do that same thing in regards to the Purrnelope cat, from the way I was able to interpret what I've read on here. And so again, remember, if you'd like to claim that. You do have from the 15th till December. And if we can look at those on the prices, what are they prices currently at? Okay, so 589 items have been claimed so far, and the floor is 0.14. So again, when you're looking at minting and stuff, figure out the cost of that. The floor is $603. Does not mean that the floor is going to stay at $603. So I'll be very clear. Sometimes as more people start minting, you be like, dog, I guess I should have sold if that's what you want to do.
Especially when it's 10,000 of them and it's only 500 so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so it could be interesting. Like I said, these could. I think when you say that, even as far as if it's 10,000, if people aren't minting theirs, it could very well mean that yours is going to be rarer. So you've got to do that balance of which side should you mint or should you not mint it. Okay.